All right, welcome back. Happy Tuesday. We're ready to go to war again. Trading the SPY. All right, so we're waiting for the market to open up, and as you can see, we had a hell of a quick move down, which is unusual because you would think, since the news is out, that the Magnificent Seven stunned the street with best earnings beat since 2021. You would think the market would go up. But you never know. You never know. That's why around earnings of major companies that move the market, like the Magnificent Seven technology stocks, you want to stay out. You want to just wait because anything can happen. And if you think they're going to have great earnings, and this might be the result where the market trades it down. You never know. So market just opened up. I'm gonna wait first 20 or 30 minutes, see what happens. And I'm trading the 9 EMA. Two candles above green, I go long buying calls. Two red candles below the 9 EMA, I go short and buy puts. So we'll see what happens. And once again, you see why I don't like to trade the first 20 or 30 minutes. What are you going to do with this? These are 2-minute candles here. This is how you lose money. You know, we go up, we go down, we got these long wicks. You got to wait for all this stuff to settle out. All right, after this morning mess, we now have one candle green above the 9 EMA. I have my order ready to buy 5 calls, the 594 calls. May 23rd. They expire this Friday. We'll see what happens. If I get another green candle above, I'll be in on this trade. I can get rid of this that price level. All right, we're in on the 595 calls at 359. All right, I had a red candle close below, so I got out of that trade. Yeah, that was quick. Yeah, so I lost about $100 on that trade. All right, we're in on the puts. 592 puts at 354. Okay, once again, I had to get out. I had a green candle close above the 9 EMA, and I took another loss. That's 2 in a row. All right, I got one candle above. You see this candle right here, it closed right at the 9 EMA, and then this one closed above. Maybe I should have went in here. I guess it's debatable. I probably should have, especially when you had these long lower wicks where buyers were stepping in and the volume was increasing. We'll see if this candle closes above it. If it does, I'll go long the calls. All right, I'm long the calls. The 593 calls at 407. Let's see what happens. All right, we've had these two red candles, but they've still been above the 9 EMA. You got wicks all over the place. You got long upper wicks, long lower wicks. I hate a market that trades like this. It just absolutely pisses me off. All right, I got out of that. I had a red candle close below. I can't stand a market like this. That's my third loss in a row. So my rule is 3 losses in a row, I shut down. I'll wrap this up in 1 second. All right, so let me wrap up my trades today. So April 20th, I went long 5 calls at 359, stopped out at 339. That was a $106.61 loss. Next, I went in long on 5 puts at 354, sold at 330. I got stopped out. That was a $126.61 loss. And then the last trade, I bought 5 calls at 407 at a red candle close below the 9 EMA, so I got out. That was a loss of $56.61 for a loss of, for the day, of 289.83. Now, now I haven't had a winning trade in let's see. My last winning trade, oh, it was five days ago. My last winning trade. So, you know, I could tell you, every new trader, how do you get into this? How do you get into trading for a new trader? You see all these videos on YouTube, these guys making videos about how much money they're making, they're doing this, and they show you the strategy that can't miss, and blah, blah, blah. So you say, oh, I got to check this out. Now, the dumb guys, they just go in and start using real money. But the smarter guys who want to get into trading, they watch the videos of some guy's system and they back test it, right? Maybe they back test it for 20 trading days or 30 trading days, and they see, oh my God, this really works. His system really works. I'm going to freaking clean up. I could have winners every day. And then you start putting money into it, and it doesn't work. And it crushes your dreams because you're thinking while you're watching these videos and you're back testing this guy's system, you're saying, man, I'm going to clean up. I'm going to have a house on the beach. I'm going to have a couple Lambos in my 4-car garage. I'm going to have all this money. I could quit my stupid job. I could end this nightmare of a job that I have. And then you put it to work. You put real money into it, and it doesn't work. Now, you saw my earlier videos where when I first started this strategy back on May 5th, it was doing well. I was doing well with it, and but then things changed. It wasn't working. I was making mistakes. And the biggest mistake that you can make that I have not made is letting your trades go in the hope that they'll come back. Because, man, if they don't, now you're out of business. Now, I've been taking small losses on these trades. The biggest loss I took was, I think, $226. And this is on just a $40,000 account that I'm using to trade. But on any one trade, I don't let my losses get out of hand. And really, when you're having bad days like this where just nothing's working out, like I've taken 9 losing trades in a row. When things are not working out, the only thing you can hold on to and feel good about yourself is that you're getting out and you're keeping your losses small. Right? And you have to feel good about that. Because like I told you in a previous video, I know a trader. He's a young guy. He's only 25 years old. He's an awesome trader. He makes a lot of money trading the futures. And all he trades is the S&P futures. That's really all he does. And he's completely legit. I've watched this guy trade live, so I know exactly what he's doing when he's making money, when he's losing money. And he made a video where he lost 18 trades in a row the last 2 weeks of April. And he still came out ahead for the month of April by $41,000 because he kept his losses small. And by small for him, he's trading with a larger account. He's been doing this 8 years. This is only my 3rd year trading. And if you think, oh, you can be profitable in a couple of months and you can be consistently profitable after just trading a couple of months, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for you because you're too new. And like I said, I've been very successful as a long-term trader, a long-term investor rather, not trading, as an investor. But that doesn't mean I'm automatically going to jump into day trading and be awesome at day trading. It does not work that way. Right? My first year sucked. I lost $14,000, but I learned a lot. In my second year, I only lost, I think, about 3,000, maybe 3,200. And so far this year, I'm in the green by a couple thousand. So I've turned the corner of becoming profitable, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And now you could see, I've taken my 3 trades. You could see where the market is going. It's hit a new high for the day. So this is probably going to take off. But I have my rules. 3 losing trades in a row, I shut down. I stop. Right? But of course, you had these 2 green candles here, and now the trade is working out. I am telling you, if you ever wanted to do something that will absolutely drive you batshit crazy, have you go full tilt, it's day trading. It's absolutely day trading. And you can look at this. You know my strategy. 2 green candles above the 9 EMA, which is this blue line, this white line here, this yellow line, that's the VWAP. I just keep that on there. 2 green candles above, I go long calls. 2 red candles below, I go long puts. And you could see now. Now it's finally working. But unfortunately, I have my rules. I have my rules. And you better have rules too. And you better stick to them. Because you don't want to blow up your account where that now you're out of the game. And you have to work another year or 6 months or a year to fund your account to start trading again. And what are you going to do? You're going to go full tilt and hold on to a trade that's losing and take big losses? Like I said, since I started this, and by the way, if you haven't watched my other videos, what I'm doing is a 20 trade experiment based on Mark Douglas's book, Trading in the Zone. The whole concept of that book is how to handle emotion. And I'm telling you right now, it's not the hardest part of trading is not learning how to read charts and learning how to set up demand and supply zones and how to read chart patterns. That's not the hardest thing. That's the easiest thing. The hardest thing is emotions. And that's the whole point of Mark Douglas's book. And what he says is pick a strategy that's completely objective, no subjective, um, trading at all, where you're playing with emotions. You have a set objective. So my set objective is trading the 9 EMA, right? And I get out. If I'm long calls, I get out when a red candle closes below the 9 EMA, or I get out when I'm down 200. That's it. Other than that, I let the trade run. Okay? That's my strategy. There's no subjective decisions, emotional decisions to be made in doing that strategy. And he said you could pick any strategy that's completely objective, that has a rigid set of rules that you're going to follow. All right. And, I'm looking back at my older trades. I started this on May 5th. On May 6th, I had a great day. I took 2 trades and I made $342 in a matter of maybe 15 minutes. I don't know how long it was, 15, 20 minutes. It was great. I loved it. And I shut down for the day. But now this is not working out. It's not working out. And it just happens. And that's the way it is. So I'm hoping that you're learning a lot from me trading with my money, losing money, to teach you what it feels like to trade as a new trader, right? And I strongly suggest that you read Mark Douglas's book. I don't get anything for promoting his book. I have no idea who he is. He doesn't know who I am. Don't buy the book. Go to the library and get it and read it, study it, and really understand what he's talking about. Because I'm telling you right now, the biggest lesson I've learned in the last 2 years is emotions is the hardest part of trading. It's not reading charts. It's none of that. It's emotions. And I'm telling you, as you can see right now, this will drive you crazy. Trading will drive you absolutely insane. So I hope you got a lot out of this video, watching me lose money for your benefit. So please do me one favor as I'm losing money to try and teach you what it's like to be a new trader. Subscribe to my channel, give it a like, comment, tell me how much you're enjoying watching me lose money. Tell me how much you feel bad, but tell me that you're learning something. Because this is going to happen to you. It happens to every trader. Every single trader, when you start out this market, it will drive you nuts. As it's driving me nuts right now, because I would be up for the day. But unfortunately, I'm keeping to my rules. All right. So comment, share this with your friends, subscribe, and give me a like. And I'll see you back tomorrow. I'm going to the gym.